Hello and welcome to UTA News. I'm Andrew Canals.
And I'm Yoli Hernandez. Thank you for joining us.
College students are no stranger to budgeting, and it seems there's a new trend forming when it comes to preparing for classes.
Going to school means that you have to have all the supplies that you need, including textbooks. But when you're a college student, getting the best deal is key, so they turn to the internet.
Save like up to 30% like on most of our books. That's what I've been getting. Pretty good deal. Actually, I'm coming here to take a picture of the book so I can make sure I got the right one, because it's offered like a couple of different ones off half.com. It's cheaper.
You may not save 30% every time, but you do save a significant amount. Even the college bookstore can't compete. Books that the average student would need were still about $20 less on popular textbook websites. So why are the bookstores still in business?
I come here to the bookstore mostly because the book's hard to find someplace else. It'd be the only reason I come to the UTA bookstore. Other than that, I buy them someplace else where they're cheaper. I personally have never bought one online only because of the time constraints of getting a book here on time. I can never order one soon enough ahead in time to get it here. So I normally end up having to go to an off-campus bookstore or to this one. I know the book will probably be here most of the time. That's about it.
And to those who really want a deal, shipping seems to be the least of their problems.
Early on in my college career as a freshman, I used to go to the bookstore, UTA bookstore, the college bookstore up the street, always to buy my books because I thought that was the best option, where the best deals were going to be. And I used to just, shop between those two. And then going into my sophomore year, I figured, hey, why not look online? So then I went online and looked. It was a lot cheaper. Granted, there is shipping, but as long as you buy the book in due time, you'll be okay. Plus, even if you were to buy the book like the first day of class, it really doesn't matter anyway, since you're not really going to actually get into the book till the second week. So shipping was never really a problem either.
I guess it all boils down to whether you want a deal or convenience. I'm Hope Ekwe, UTA News.
Remember that if you want to order books online, allow 2 to 3 weeks for shipping. Students will have to wait a bit longer on a new rock wall at the MAC. Find out where else you can climb after the break.
Mom!
What?
You can't find Ichabod.
What?
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who would love to put up with you.
Safety issues have postponed construction of the MAC rock wall while a new design is underway. We found a place for you to try, and just minutes from campus. Dino Rock, located on Division and Front Street, is the largest indoor climbing gym in Texas. With 25-foot walls, all skill levels and ages are welcome and can enjoy different types of climbing such as boulder ridge, top roped, and the lead or sport climbs.
Rock climbing's been around for a long time, but now it's definitely becoming a lot more mainstream. We can have up to 48 people on a wall at one time here and not have any structural problems. The thing with rock climbing is there's always those possibilities that you're not in control of. You're fighting gravity the whole time. That's what the rush is, not knowing everything, but trying to conquer it. Challenge yourself or just hang out at a safe, climate-controlled facility all year long, 7 days a week. For more information, go to www.dinorock.com. UTA students get a discount with their ID, plus Dino Rock has free Wi-Fi.
If you're a student who wants help with projects and papers, or if you're simply trying to improve your writing style, visit UTA's Writing Center, located on the 4th floor of the Central Library. Student services available at the center include free tutoring sessions, either online or in person at the center. The Writing Center also hosts grammar and mechanical workshops on various dates throughout the fall and spring semesters. These workshops allow students to review grammatical rules, avoid common writing mistakes, and help students develop their own writing style. Computers and printers are also available to help students who register for a tutoring session. To make an appointment, just stop by the Writing Center today.
With the increase in the number of students at UTA, parking on campus has become an issue. Eric Hansard talked to some of the students to see how they feel about UTA's parking situation.
Parking is so bad here that students have to take a nap in their own cars. What's the biggest concern about the parking here? Do you have a hard time finding a spot when you get here?
Oh yeah. Probably you got a lot, maybe 20 minutes every time.
20 minutes?
Yeah, 15, 20. Don't even try to get here from 9 to 10. You can't find a parking spot.
Why should the faculty and staff park close, right next to the buildings?
Who pays the bills around this place, huh? The students do. You ought to park close.
Hey, sitting here with Ashley, you must be not trying to find a parking space.
I'm not. Last week I was interested in finding a parking spot until I found out that it's very difficult. So just got me a bike on Saturday and I parked in the back and just rode it up here.
The best chance to beat the rush and get a parking spot is to show up at least 30 minutes before your class. Coming up after the break, a look at the women's volleyball team and one of their biggest rivalries.
So lost. No, I am not, man. Dude, I dropped my phone. Oh, the road. Whoa. Okay.
How would you like to save your life from an ugly or reckless driving death? Don't answer yet. There's more. Act now by slowing down, and we'll guarantee you complete satisfaction.
That's awesome.
In the real world, there is no spokesperson to prevent reckless driving. There's only you. Speak up.
Whoa, Andy, slow down.
When it comes to volleyball, the UTA-TCU rivalry is as big as it gets here on campus. Gordon Patterson has more on this story.
The I-30 rivalry between University of Texas Lady Maverick volleyball team versus the Texas Christian University volleyball team has produced some of the best matches the DFW has ever seen.
It's an exciting match anytime you're playing someone within the Metroplex here. You know, it's something that the kids have to take pride into, that we sometimes battle for the same recruits. And, you know, let's face it, TCU and SMU probably look down their nose at us a little bit because we don't have football and they don't think we're Division I. But we know we're Division I and we know we can play with anybody in the Metroplex.
The rivalry now has been going on for 8 games, and UTA leads the series 5-3. UTA, who always looks forward to the I-30 rivalry, uses these games to prepare them for the Southland tournament, but also beating a team that plays in the Mountain West Conference who gets a little bit more exposure always seems to help the Mavericks.
We know that we're very consistent and always are at the top of the conference and play, you know, and the future is within this class of 8 freshmen that we have, and you saw 5 of them on the court at one time tonight with a sophomore. The future is very bright for us with such a young team that could fight that hard when we had a little adversity. I thought there'd be a good crowd, but yeah, 850 people is probably the biggest crowd since my opening match here when I coached against Baylor. I think it's probably the highest attendance we've had in about 3 or 4 years, and that's a good sign. And, you know, I think our kids fought hard, put on a good show where people will come back, and that's huge.
UTA looks to have continuing success against the Southland and also other teams like TCU in the I-30 rivalry to continue to bring fans to UTA and also to continue to have recruits for the upcoming years. This is Gordon Patterson for UTA News.
We look forward to more exciting news on the UTA Lady Mavs.
UTA is committed to sustainability and stewardship to the environment. Although going green is a recent national trend, this is nothing new for UTA.
The University of Texas at Arlington has really been involved in sustainability efforts for well over a decade, primarily through our recycling program, as well as dedication and attention to the way we build buildings, the way we conserve electricity, etc.
With the recent approval of the sustainability agenda, students can expect to see changes around the university that may take some getting used to.
Trayless dining was an initiative that actually came to us through our partnership with Aramark, that if we really want to make changes that make a difference in the environment and save, you know, thousands and thousands of gallons of water in just a month's period of time, then we're going to have to make some changes in our lifestyle. The number one way students can be more environmentally conscious is to register to vote. It's to understand the issues that are facing our university and our city and our state and our nation, and to make good choices about the candidate. For
more information on how you can be aware on campus, visit the committee's website at www.uta.edu/sustainability. Well, that's all the time we have for you here today. From UTA, I'm Andrew Canals.
And I'm Yola Hernandez. Thanks for stopping by.